there's one thing I know you guys do not like, it is the majority of pro player opinions. Now today we're going to be talking about something that a big pro player, Imperial How himself, came out and basically accused many of you controller players, not all of you, but a lot of you, of cheating. Well, he actually called me out because I apparently do cheat when I play controller as well. It's not like I really get an advantage off of it because I still suck. Regardless, let's talk about a lot of this pro player hate that is floating around the internet today. But firstly, let's mention the crazy topic that Imperial How brought to the internet. By the way, he was up at 2 a.m. making this tweet. Well, this is Eastern. I don't know if he lives in California or what, but the man was definitely in his late night thoughts when he made up this one. Oh, by the way, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And while you're down there, like the video. So he said, using Steam configs binds on controllers is cheating in Apex. Try to change my mind. If you guys are using controller on PC, specifically on Steam, and you have configs in the background running so that you can do multiple buttons at once, or like kind of like macros, I guess you can consider them, he's calling it cheating. Now, most people actually do this for a tap strafe mechanic over on controller, but I think there's also some stuff that you can do for like super gliding and stuff. So basically he's calling all of this stuff cheating. Now, I actually do have this stuff for tap strafing on controller, not gonna lie, but I still suck at the game, so who cares? I don't even hardly use controller. I need to, because the game is getting too hard for me on mouse and keyboard, and I can't keep up. I suck at the game, and I really need some help. I honestly have the Series X I haven't used in quite some time. I'm thinking about just switching and just say screw PC. I don't know. Anyway, Stay Naughty responded to this, though. It said it's already banned in ALGS. So if it's banned in ALGS, many people think it should be banned in ranked. Do you guys agree with that philosophy, though? Because a lot of people say that there's many things that are banned in ALGS. You could go as far to say, well, you know, people aren't even able to use their own headsets at ALGS. Should we go as far to say no one's allowed to use their own headsets at home while they're playing Apex ranked or while they're playing Apex pubs? I don't know. I do feel like there are some things that need to be banned in ALGS that don't necessarily need to be banned in ranked and pubs. But a lot of PC players that play mouse and keyboard also have like macros set up. They also have like key bindings for like scroll wheel and stuff, and I don't really feel like that's fair either. And I still use them. I'm not gonna lie. I use them, but I'll admit I don't feel like it's fair. I don't know if I feel like I'm cheating, but I definitely don't feel legit. Imperial House saying, yes, I know it's banned in ALGS, but it's not banned in the actual game. And he's saying, I'm assuming that he's saying it needs to be banned in the actual game. And needless to say, all of this is going on. The console players are just sitting in the background like, well, what about us? You know, they're having to play against us PC nerds who have the tap strafe, who have the configs, who have the keybinds. We got the scroll wheel, we got all that stuff, but they do got the Cronus, they do got the strike pack, whatever. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. And to be fair, those are heavily frowned upon, while the scroll wheel is not really so much. Got a lot of support from other pro players and big Twitch streamers basically saying, look, this is straight facts. It's definitely cheating and competitive, but it feels so good to tap strafe. But a lot of people are just saying, yes, it is cheating. The only thing that is really weird is I feel like mouse and keyboard has such an advantage when it comes to movement, and that's someone who plays mouse and keyboard, that it just feels weird for a mouse and keyboard player, which given he has been playing a lot of controller lately and doing very well on the controller, might I say. Anyhow, it's weird to see him calling out controller players when I feel like they're constantly at a disadvantage, at least when it comes to the movement. If we're gonna say this is cheating, I feel like scroll wheel tap strafe needs to be called out for cheating too. Something about casting the beam out of your own eye so that you can see clearly and cast out the mode of your brother's eye, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'm trying my best to cover for you controller players. I really am. I don't know. There's some things on both sides, obviously, that we need to discuss about, things that could probably be called out, probably changed, probably removed, I'm sure. Now, of course, just like every other time a pro player makes an opinionated tweet, someone got mad. A lot of the casual players calling him out, saying, oh, you're an entitled pro, blah, 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 blah. But considering a lot of people did agree with How here, maybe it is something talking about a little bit more in depth, a little bit further in discussion. So leave me your best comments down below as to what your argument is one way or the other. Say we just ban the cheat worthy things on both sides, honestly. But there's another pro player in discussion in today's video, and this guy will never ever stay out of the Apex Legends drama, because most of the time I would say he's starting it, but he's always finding his way in it. And in my opinion, probably the best player in the world right now when it comes to Apex Legends, that being his Watson. You guys know the drama that's been going around about him. Well, lucky chappy, big TikToker, big Twitter influencer, big Facebook influencer who has these viral TikToks go crazy on Twitter, made this tweet, got over 2,000 likes, and this is what he had to say about pro player His Watson. Roll the clip.
What the is wrong with this pro player named His Watson? This dude has been known to throw shade at EA and constantly belittle one of their devs known as Hideouts. I don't know who the thought it was a good idea to have the guy who bans people have a public-facing profile online. So, I think it's okay to be upset and frustrated at a game, especially if you made a career out of taking it too seriously. And I'd even go as far to say that it is okay to post your frustrations towards the company. But what's not okay is constantly posting hate towards an employee of that company. If you made it about EA as a whole, no one is individually targeted. But as soon as you, someone with a platform, starts coming after an employee of that company, you've crossed the line. How in the can you refer to yourself as a professional of anything? What sort of professional has images of their messages leaked showing them trying to find evidence that they could use to then go online and belittle and bully someone?
But Tappy, I'm a professional Apex Legends player. You can't talk to me like that.
I can talk to you however the I want, especially after the way you're constantly treating a random dude online who's just trying to do his job.
Of course, when this video came out, two sides showed up in the comment section. By the way, this is not the full 2-minute clip that he made. I just showed the highlighted points that he made. One side basically being like, you know, you just hate his Watson. Just say that you're jealous. Just say that you're impression farming. Just go ahead and put that out there. And then the other side is basically saying, look, straight facts. You are talking nothing but facts. This is 100% true. A lot of bigger content creators are accusing Chappie of basically getting viral videos like this and just being able to not control himself of continuously posting stuff like this because it gets a lot of engagement. And then there's other people out there saying that basically he's just telling the truth, and sometimes it's the hard truth. I'm curious to know where you guys are on the spectrum when it comes to his Watson being a big pro player and having a lot of controversy around his name. While we're on the topic of people having an opinion on this game, let's talk about this opinion that went over on Twitter and did pretty good numbers, that being 900 upvotes on this Reddit page, and basically saying for the health of the game and the player base, Apex needs a permanent casual game mode like Control. And a big thread he made here basically saying the appeal of Apex's Battle Royale mode is fading due to the terrible matchmaking and skill ceiling. That's a pretty good observation. Players are getting burnt out and frustrated that Respawn can't figure out how to properly match the players together or balance certain aspects of the game. Arenas added a little bit of excitement and relief for the grind of the BR mode, but that quickly lost traction. Dude, great observation so far. I have not actually read this, I'll be honest with you, so it's pretty good. Control gives the freedom to play with friends and learn in less stressful environments. It's commonly regarded as the most fun Apex mode to offer and is great mode to fall back when you still want to play Apex but do not feel like to have to grind and try hard the entire time. I'd also add in there when you don't feel like looting for 10 minutes only to fight one time. Having Control as a permanent mode would actually retain the players better and for longer. The funny comment here was basically someone saying I play ranked now so that I can warm up for pubs because that's how stressful public matchmaking has become. I've actually also seen many influencers basically say that they're going to be taking some breaks from Apex Legends, moving on to other games because they cannot stand ranked that much on Kings Canyon. Shortly after I found this Reddit post, Jordan Smash also made this tweet earlier today, basically saying along the lines of the LTM, saying on behalf of all Apex Legends players, please put it in a rotating playlist of all former LTM so that we can goof around. Pubs are too sweaty, ranked is too sweaty, and arenas obviously being boring, so let's just have something fun to play. Totally agree and definitely like this. What still kills me though is the fact that we've been asking for this for so many seasons. You would think maybe they've heard this by now, maybe they've come up with the right idea that this is good by now, and still nothing. So I don't know. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video for more Apex content. Also check out my other two channels regarding Apex content, one being $1,000 challenges that I do and the other one being 30-second funny clips of crazy crap happening in the game. See you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Later, Gators.